All right, we have a Continental drawer unit, and this thing is something. You've got to take the drawer systems out, take the drawers out, the drawer systems out, so you can get to the evaporator section. So I just plugged it in. But he said it hasn't been working for quite some time, so it's just been out of commission. Right off the bat, we've got one of the evaporator fans is not spinning. All right, so it's dead. Which, with a cabinet this size and only having one of those fans, and this is a really kind of light duty fan, that's how Continental rolls. Definitely airflow is going to be terrible in here. The coil is getting cool. This is supposed to be a freezer, so we'll see. I'm going to check the thermostat. The compressor did come on. The condenser fan did come on when I started it up. I'll go around the back and show you that, but I'm going to go ahead and put my gauges on this and see. It's only 12 ounces of 404. Okay, so 404, 12 ounces. So I use my little gauges so we don't lose it. And more than likely what we'll do, if we have any indication we're low, is we'll obviously just pull the charge. I'm not going to weigh it in today because I'm going to get this fan replaced for sure. But we'll get our ducks in a row. I'm going to check the thermostat that it's calling for cooling, which it obviously is because the compressor's running. And again, I can feel this getting cool, but not cold like it should be. You know, so we'll see. Hang on. On the back side of the unit, compressor's running. It's warm, not hot. Condenser fan's running. The coil looks clean. Coming out of the condenser, so headed in, real hot, right? Coming out, warm. We're running 404, so we're talking about the orange ring here. So we're running almost 250 psi. And then on the suction side though, we're running 10, which on 404 equates to what, 30 below? So that's not good. We're not crazy low on Freon from a pressure perspective, but our suction line coming back is, which means we could have a cap tube, right, an obstruction. So it's running here, it hits this tiny little pinch point. There's not a valve or a TXV. This is the fixed orifice, right? So you just have this cap tube that runs into the box. And then you have the suction line coming back. And I'll tell you that suction line isn't coming back cold at all. Like, at all. So, and it could just be a low Freon issue. For 12 ounces, I will probably evacuate the charge, weigh in the new 12 ounces and see if that doesn't respond. And if it doesn't, you know, then we'll have to address the possible blockage issue. The evaporator fan dead inside isn't helping either. Okay, so 4 bolts at the top as this whole fixture comes down. Then 2 bolts in there is holding this in, so I've removed it. It is just definitely locked up. It doesn't turn. So I capped off the wires in here to make sure they're good. We're not going to turn it back on, I don't think, anyway, until I get that replaced. But I'm going to take this bracket, I'm going to put it back on there with its appropriate screws, so that next time I'm not going, where's the screws, where's the bracket? You know, Murphy's Law, things will happen. Don't move it around and then it won't be how it needs to be. Okay, so I have it plugged in. I'm hooked up to the thermostat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. Right, and then the thermostat's passing 8.3 amps. So that tells me that the thermostat is working. Now, is it calibrated to the right temperature? Who knows? But the thermostat is functional. While we're running, we hook onto the heater. We should not have voltage in the heater. That's correct, or amps, right? So we're not heating and cooling at the same time. Nope, we're good. So yeah, from a basics perspective, it looks like just that fan on the internals is a problem, and then we may have some sort of, but I'll tell you what, it's frosting up. It's frosting up over here. A really nice frost. I wonder if it just needs time. Right, it's a big box, it's 70 degrees in here. All right, well, let me get my ducks in a row with getting this fan ordered, and we will follow up. Welcome back. When last we left our hero, he ordered a new motor for that. So, again, this is low voltage. What a mess. So, yeah, this is back to here. So I'm going to cut those back. I've already got one on there, so I just need one more. And then we'll splice these in. This unit I'm also going to evacuate the Freon. It's 10 ounces. And I'm going to weigh in 10 ounces more because numerically this was reading that it was ever so slightly low on gas. And with that little bit of an amount, there's no regulating that. So you just weigh the whole thing in. So, I put the screws back in because I knew I would lose them. So let's see how this is oriented. Alright. Let's see here. My brain hurts looking at this. It's like this. And that plate is screwed in. Oh yeah, that's right. So this plate comes off. This metal dollop pushes through the back, and then that screws in to hold it. So hang on. Before I go closing her up, I'm gonna make sure both fans work. Oh yeah. That little guy moves a surprising amount of air. Alright, I'm gonna close this back up. I'm gonna put the drawer cavities, everything back in, and then I'm gonna open up the back side, draw out Freon, weigh in new Freon, watch it pull down. I've evacuated the system. I'm pulling a vacuum on just for kicks. I'm setting up the scale, setting up the Freon. Yeah, we're gonna let that run for a little while. Make sure she's all cleaned out. Alright, I weighed in 12 ounces, got her all back together, plugged her in, she's running. Let's give it 20 minutes.